Presume you know what I can do with this.
I know what you can do against one vampire. But against 20?
This Friday, Tim Burton takes on presidents and vampires? Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter 3D opens tomorrow nationwide, and it's based on an adaptation of the 2010 novel by Seth Grahame-Smith. Benjamin Walker plays Lincoln, who discovers that vampires are planning to take over the country. After he is elected to the 16th presidency of the United States, he takes his leadership of the nation to the next level and sets out to eliminate them. Walker talks about Lincoln's secret life.
Part of his duplicitous life is that during the day he works in a general store, and at night he has to then fight vampires. So one of the biggest skills for Lincoln is keeping his life simple and separate from an ordinary life, which is then complicated when he meets Mary Todd.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead plays Mary Todd Lincoln, and she was asked what audiences can really expect from the film.
I think audiences can expect to be taken on a ride, to be swept away by the story, to be surprised, to laugh, to be scared. I think that you will really be taken on a journey that is unexpected, and I think that that's what audiences are looking for right now, to be surprised, and this is the most surprising project that's come across my way in a long time.
How did producer Tim Burton get involved?
Well, I first heard the idea even before Seth had written the book. It was just, he was thinking about writing the book, and when I just heard the title, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, it just, all of a sudden, like, my mind kind of started. It took me back to kind of in the era of films that I grew up in, where like 60s, early 70s, where it was like a weird mashup of movie. Like I remember things like Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde, and you get these weird kind of mix-ups of horror films, and it just sounded to me like a kind of a movie that I wanted to see. It just reminded me of a movie of that era, and it had that kind of crazy energy to it, and weird juxtapositions of things, and so I knew, again, even before reading the book, that it was a great idea.
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter was released yesterday in the UK and will be released tomorrow, June 22nd, in the US. Check local listings for theaters and times.